mom and dad. Your mom and dad. Your mom and dad. Your mom and dad.
Well, welcome home, family. It's your mom and your dad and your father.
Yes.
Your father is many, many, many miles away from me.
I'm out here on my horse in Nashville, Tennessee, riding around the plains.
Is it like that? I thought it's more just kind of like
really.
a city.
I mean, some people have accents, but generally it's not so much like that.
I think it was like so much like a
We're
cowboy
doing music
energy.
on the plains for the cows. We're playing music to cows. Honestly, I would love that. There's a guy on Instagram who is like my idol, and he just plays his guitar for animals, and they come over to him and give him kisses. And that's kind of my dream.
It really is so magical.
That's really all
I know
I
you'd
wanna
be
do with my
happier
life.
doing that, and somehow we'll figure that out for you.
Yeah, I just want to play music for cows.
We'll get it. We'll work it out.
How sick would that be actually to be like to someone, you meet someone at like a pool and you're just like, you're on vacation and like, what do you do for a living? And you're like, I play my guitar for cows. And you're like, sick.
I wonder. Well, I know people like
because people just generally say, "Oh, I do social media or something."
Yeah, sure. I'm an influencer.
Be more specific.
I wonder because people play music for plants and they grow, right? Or do they always just have like CD like? Well, I guess CDs are done now. Do they have Spotify playing for plants, or do they sometimes have like a live orchestra situation? Do they hire like a violinist? Does someone who work with plants go out there and play like a cello for the plants? Maybe they do it for animals too. I feel like this is something I'm interested in.
Yeah, that's true. I just don't know if the plant. I think the animal game would be bigger than the plant game. No, because you're getting a live reaction. Because as much as you're doing it for the animals, it is a selfish thing. You want the cute animals to come give you kisses and to adore you. Honestly,
Understood.
The musician who plays for the animal, low key, kind of doing it the same reason they're doing it for people, to get adoration and love, and
of course,
have their gifts be appreciated by someone.
I suppose with a plant, you don't get immediate reaction.
It's just an idea. It's like, I think they like this,
Well, it's a slow burn reaction because it will help the plants grow eventually. So it's just like a long awaited situation.
Yeah, but I wonder if you kill a plant if your music's bad.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean? You didn't think about that.
Could be upsetting.
Maybe
it's like
plants,
when you sing a high note in opera, you break glass. Like if a plant dies from your music,
that's a good way to test out your demos.
We did get a plant recently, and I've been singing a lot of karaoke in the house, and that plant is not doing well, and now I'm kind of in my head.
Oh man, you're killing. Oh babe, I'm so sorry. You're killing plants.
Pitch? This is my bad pitch you've commented on before.
Okay, I don't need that. I do not need you to bring up our marital issues. Okay, babe. You're just killing all the plants. I'm not a green thumb. I can't figure this out. Little do I know that when I'm gone, my wife is killing other plants.
Well, just because I not intentionally, I'm just singing to my heart's content, and the plants are dying via my voice.
Do plants have like different taste? Like, are they like into different genres? You know what I mean?
Probably.
Like metal.
Probably.
Rock. Country, like, is it like, different,
whatever,
maybe different types of plants or different types of genres? Oh wow, we're getting deep into the plant world. It'd be interesting.
Well, the plant that we have, the new plant, clearly does not like musical theater.
Well, musical theater is very neat. It's specific.
Phantom
Not everyone
of the
likes
Opera.
It. That's true. Well, if I was a plant,
Anywho, I miss you.
I miss you too.
It's sad when you're far away.
And whenever I have trips like this, it's right around right now where it starts to get like the first chunk of days, you're kind of trudging through, and then you kind of reach that like 3/4 way point, and you're like, I'm done.
Yeah, numerous days,
like,
and I'm ready for you to be home.
I think it's time.
We're pathetic. No one wants to hear this. No one wants to hear us being like, I miss you so much, my
guys,
love,
it's all
my
an
life.
act. The second we get off this, we're like, bye, don't call me.
I hate you. Don't text
the
me.
leaked footage.
Don't call, don't text.
Don't call, do not text me.
But I am not here, Evan, to talk about missing you. I am not here to talk about plants. I'm not here to talk about you playing to precious animals. I am here to talk about episode 7 of The Traitors. And Evan, I'm angry, okay? Because what I am feeling right now is that when I started watching The Traitors on Peacock, I thought I was watching a show about the Traitors and the Faithfuls. I didn't realize that I signed up to watch a fraternity. I didn't realize that I signed up to watch a boys' club. Yeah. I have a deep-seated rage because Rob, I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. I'm like, oh my God, hot Rob. Is he intuitive? Is he sensitive while also being tall and hot and loving snakes? No, he's a snake. He is a snake and he's ruining my show. Because for the first time at least since I started watching, I'm like, the Traitors? I think they're going to win this. And I've always wanted the Traitors to win. And now Rob comes running in and he's ruining everything.
Interesting.
I'm pissed.
See, I feel a little different.
I guess I'm going to be cutting this Zoom call off.
So it was really nice talking to you. Thank you guys. We'll see you next week. I personally am just kind of like, he's crushing it. And I don't think it's a boys club. I think it's a boys club for Colton.
Yeah, but you don't think it's for Rob? Rob's saying in ITMs, he's like, well, Colton's my best friend. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know it was like that. That's the other reason I'm
he's not saying he's his best friend in real life.
I don't know. That's what he said. He said he's his bestie. And that took me, now I'm like, Rob, I'm off of it, Rob. You and you're besties with the puppet master of the house. So you think Rob's the puppet master, not Colton?
I think that... Yeah, 100%. I think Rob is absolutely not best friends with Colton. I think he likes him, but I also think he's my best friend in the house, as in like I got him wrapped around my finger. Does that make sense? Like I truly think Colton is like, we're in this together. We're besties. We have a strong connection, a special connection. I think Rob's like, he loves me. He's dangerous. This is ideal. I don't think it's like a we're boys thing. And like, so we got to stick together. There is no sticking together because one of them has to win. I think Rob is a absolute puppet master. I think he's absolutely one of the best game players we've ever seen. We've never seen anyone be this quickly dominant and loved and not even mentioned. This is a totally different game.
I completely disagree with you. I thought Rob was running this thing. And in this episode, I started to believe that Colton is the puppet master and Rob is the snake.
Wow.
Appropriately. I think Colton... Now, do I think Colton's the puppet master in the sense that he has this genius plan? No. I think Colton thinks he's like a genius and like making these crazy, amazing moves. He's not. But it's the energy of the puppet master where he's basically running the house.
Interesting.
And I think Rob... Like he said a few episodes ago, I don't even want to be a traitor. I want to be a faithful and I don't want to send home my friends. And I think Rob's like, I don't care about these girls in the turret. I love my bestie Colton. And he's like, I want to get to the end, but I want to do it with my best friend. And Colton is like, I mean, even when they were in that, oh my God, Evan, when they were in the freaking the game and Colton's like, let me take that bag for you. He is.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's what
devious,
I'm saying.
Because Colton is the puppet master.
No.
Colton is manipulating Rob.
Not even close.
And Rob has fallen trapped and now has become
way more
the
advanced.
LeFou to his Gaston. Okay,
wow.
That's what's going on.
Couldn't disagree more, but I love that we're on such different pages.
Okay, I want to get into this episode because as angry as I am, because Rob is ruining my game right now because I thought the Traitors were finally going to stink and win this. And now I think there's no hope because once the turret breaks apart, it just cannot be put back together. We've seen it before. As much as I was frustrated, this episode was fantastic.
So good.
It was an amazing episode.
I wasn't frustrated at all. I felt that there was multiple great moments. Like, let's get into it because there's a lot to talk about.
The artistry in this episode was kind of a 10.
The pageantry was 10 out of 10. The moves were 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
The shocks, the awe, the pageantry.
pageantry.
I love pageantry.
I love it too.
It's
Do you see that I kind of am wearing, you can't see it, but I have a spiky
I love
choker
it. You
on.
look incredible.
And I'm trying to kind of like serve Lisa Rinna a little bit, like in honor of like our fallen housewife.
I could see that.
Thank you. I didn't have an elaborate sailor outfit like she did to wear. So
You're going to have to do a walk like her walk away walk.
I wish I could do a walk like her. Goals for life. It'll never happen. All right. So let's get into this episode. But first, we need to take a quick pause, family.
Yes.
So, girl, the only way I'd happily thrive in the Traitor's Manor is if I had a case of David protein with me, okay? I feel like protein bars are one of those things I wanted to love, but for years, I just couldn't find the one, you know? So many of them just taste and then you look at the label, there's just tons of sugar, and I'm like, what is this? Well, guess what? When I discovered David a few months ago, I became obsessed. I am obsessed. I usually grab one mid-afternoon or after a speed walk or on the way to school pickup when I need a protein pick-me-up. The gold bars genuinely surprise me every time. They have this really indulgent, doughy texture with these chunks and crisps in it. It's just a treat. It tastes like a treat, but the nutrition is nutritioning. I'm telling you, they taste decadent. I cannot stop eating them. I love them. Our whole house is like aflame with obsession for David.
It's really an altar of David bars at this point.
It really is.
They're so good. They really stand out in the protein bar space. Their gold line delivers 28 grams of protein, 150 calories, and 0 grams of sugar, which means 75% of the calories came from protein, the highest protein to calorie ratio of any leading bar on the market. So David helps you hit your protein goals without sacrificing taste or texture. And there are so many great flavors: peanut butter chocolate chunk, fudge brownie, cinnamon roll, salted peanut butter. Honestly, it's so hard to pick a favorite.
Right now, I am obsessed with their chocolate chip cookie dough and the cake batter. They're the ones that I keep going back to. I love them all, but I'm obsessed with those. They're all in my bags now because I need, again, the delicious treat-like taste packed with protein. And the best part, David is now available at Walmart, which makes it so easy to try. You can grab a single bar for just $2.97 or stock up on the 4-count boxes, including flavors like blueberry pie, salted peanut butter, which are sold exclusively at Walmart. Don't just take my word for it. Go grab one for yourself. Head to Walmart today to try a bar or stock up on 4 counts of your favorite flavors like blueberry pie and salted peanut butter, sold exclusively at Walmart. Check out walmart.com to find a store near you. I'm telling you all, you need to try David. It is so good. It's so good. Okay, so we start this episode 7 off with the Bloody Banquet. Because if you remember last time, we were left on the cliffhanger. The traitors have to murder in plain sight, and they're given the Cursed Amulet. Yeah. And Lisa wears it, and she has to get someone to touch the Cursed Amulet, and that player will then be the one that they get rid of.
Which was so crazy that she volunteered for that.
I know. I was really surprised.
You and Rob have a major falling out issue. He tried to get rid of you, or at least kind of put you on the chopping block.
But she volunteered before that happened, Evan. She volunteered in the turret before Rob betrayed her.
That wasn't that next night or that night?
No, they did a flashback because remember they did it. I forgot. So she didn't know. So I think she probably did it thinking Candiace and Rob have been pulling their weight. Even though I will tell you, I watched part of so the Traitors have a official recap podcast with Boston Rob and Bob the Drag Queen. Yes. The two enemies have come together and it's quite fabulous, actually. They're besties now. Yeah. It's pretty amazing. But I heard Rinna on it say that the reason that she chose to take the Cursed Amulet is because it would look so fabulous with her outfit. It was totally a fashion
That's insane.
choice.
That's insane.
She was like, well, I mean, come on. I couldn't turn it away. It's with the outfit that it was going to look fabulous. So she was definitely had fashion in mind.
Insane.
But now they are all gathered together for this bloody banquet. And this is a fashion parade. It is the Met Gala of the season of the Traitors. Yes. And I would like to know your best dressed and your worst dressed, please.
Oh, interesting. Well,
there are right and wrong answers.
I know. I thought Colton was pretty unreal looking. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was just a lot. And it was the head thing and the pearls. It just felt a little bit like the stylist had an idea and he said, I'll take it from here.
Okay. So he's on your worst dress list.
I felt like it was just really trying.
Okay.
This is a great question. I want to hear yours because I got to think about my best. Because I was more focused on my least favorite, because that's generally what I think about anyways. It's just
you go negative.
Yeah, a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm generally not looking around when it comes to these type of things and goes, they looked amazing. I usually just go, that bothered me. You know what? And I hate to say this. I do feel like Lisa was also kind of tied for worst, if I'm being honest with you. I didn't like the sailor thing. It just didn't make sense to me. It didn't feel like a kind of royal evil ballroom, which is kind of like what everyone was doing. It was just kind of like a random sailor costume. You know what I mean? I was just a little, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm being honest with you, like everyone had like Rob had this like corset thing on, and everyone had like this haunted, like Hogwarts meets like, you know, whatever. And then she just came down like in a sailor's outfit. It was kind of
first
hilarious.
Of all, she was giving you period piece. Okay. And Traitors is serving.
Popeye?
No, it's just giving you like, the blue boy, the painting with a little bit of, I don't know, but it was giving period piece. Whatever it was a lot, and I kind of loved it.
Okay, I like it. No,
but
I mean,
she's
just extreme, so I love it.
It was cohesive to me. Okay, I'll tell you I think best.
Okay.
Mora looked unbelievable.
She did.
Mora was in that like metallic, looked like the shape of her body, liquid
that was
top,
cool.
like into a black piece, and then that hat, that like metallic, just the side dish. I mean,
Agreed.
she was
cake.
serving Met Gala. Like she could have walked the carpet at the Met Gala, and we would have been like, yes, queen.
I agree.
The other best dressed, and I hate to say it now because he's on my shit list, but Rob served hard.
Now, it was a wild look for sure.
He served hard. He was giving high fashion. He was giving runway model. He looked like he should be walking in a show. Yeah. The way that top was formed. Also with like his snake tattoos, the way that it kind of like came together with like the slacks. I would have looked
insane with his outfit. His outfit was very specific. Like very few people on earth could pull that off.
You look great in anything you put on, honey.
Insane with that on.
You do have a snake tattoo like Rob.
I will say we have a very similar tattoo.
His though,
and I'm much older than him, so
they're on both arms, and
it's like we get it. You love snakes. It's like I have one. It's more taste. It's whatever. It's not a big deal. It's just we don't have to go there.
But I did. You know what it was? Because I felt like Mora and Rob were less costumey and more like high fash.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
My worst dress, and she'll say it over and over again, and I will continue to say it. Colton should not be given a platform, okay? Should not be on the show. But even if that wasn't the case, which it is, but even if it wasn't, he'd be on my worst dress because sometimes more is not more.
Yeah.
Okay. He needed to learn how to edit. Okay. Now I don't know if it was his stylist or him, but there needed to be edits made because if we would have made some edits, it could have had the potential to be something like, let's just say, okay, we do the pearls. I think we should have had a suit with a high collar, maybe a few strands of pearls, maybe a see-through or like mesh shirt underneath, a heavy black eyeliner, but the 15 strands of pearls with one almost kind of broken looking, the crown, it was giving Ariel from Little Mermaid dove into her cave and came out with like a crown that had like thingamabobs aplenty attached to it, okay? Like
a coral reef look.
Yes. Because the crown had kind of like a sea situation
Trojan.
Going on, right? It was kind of, it was kind of like, it was like a Poseidon. It almost was like there was like starfish, but that didn't work with the rest of the fit.
Well, pearls
I don't know. I was very confused.
Sea from the sea.
Yeah, I suppose. But then like the black suit jacket, then like you should have gone with like a lighter.
Okay.
Or worn like a net. I don't know.
No, I mean, I agree. It did feel
or like
a little wild.
a fishtail.
But he's also
a merman
bothering
tail.
me a lot. So it's kind of in that place too that like even if he had an outfit that was incredible, I think I would struggle seeing it.
Same. But I'm saying even if he was my favorite person.
Right. It still was.
He would have walked in. I would have pulled, like, let's just say I was Rob and I'm his bestie. I would have pulled him aside and been like, let's like switch this up a little bit and maybe remove one or two strands of pearls. Maybe take the crown off. Maybe focus, put some makeup, a cool eyeliner look, a cool eyeshadow look, or glitter in the hair or something.
Sure.
But the crown is just, anyway.
You would have crushed it.
Anyway, well, listen, Lisa emerges in an entrance like we've never seen. I mean, the woman, like what a model. Like she is a runway model.
Stairs moment.
And she got her runway model moment.
Big time.
Supermodel of the world. Now, as this is happening, I just wanted to note, I could not believe that they were touching the tarot cards.
I know.
I was like, what are you guys doing?
It's like, isn't there rules to this? Like you can't just like in the middle of the game, just decide to cheat.
What do you mean cheat?
Well, just kind of like, you're not supposed to be touching those. Like you can't, like, did they say they just, you know what I mean? Early on, they were just flipping things over, right?
What a sweet rule follower you are. I was thinking more like, you're at a banquet and you're going to get murdered in plain sight. So like, don't touch anything.
True.
Because if you touch like a goblet.
Sorry.
You're being a sweet little
I know, I'm a sweet boy. No, and
I just thought from a player perspective, I was like, why are you guys touching anything?
Like
I would have my mouth duct taped.
I won't hug anyone, kiss anyone, high five anyone, eat anything, get near anything.
No. Remember when Survivor Rob was murdered in plain sight?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. I'm trying to remember actually, I don't really remember it. I just said yes like I do, but because I'm
remember
just
they were playing
sweet.
chess and they threw his card in the fire.
Yes.
He though was pulling. He was very, very smart the way he was handling it. He was like, "Don't look at anyone. Don't touch anyone. Stay away," because he knew.
He knew. Yes. He was like, I'm
they're
smelling
here at this banquet, touching everything. They're grabbing the food. They're touching the decorations.
Saying, but that's what I'm saying. Is it's like we have some of the worst faithfuls of all time.
It's so bad.
It's a real loose cannon vibe out there.
It really is.
Hence, the traitors are kind of, running away with it. Rob's able to do whatever he wants. Before, like by this time, the people would have been really scared and really teetering and had like alliance. It's just a free for all.
It's a total free for all. It's a disaster. I'm like, you guys get your shit together. Stop touching everything.
I know.
Well, Lisa, I have to say,
incredible.
Did a beautiful, seamless job with. She was between getting rid of Jam Jam, Kristen, Natalie. Again, I don't know why she didn't go after Colton. I know that we said this last week, but I'm like, I know they were saying, if Colton gets murdered, then everyone will say it's Lisa. But I'm like, but then you come back as the traitor and you say, you think I would do something that obvious? Like the traitors are trying to frame me.
But I think the plain sight issue, right? It's like the plain sight issue is that he's waiting for it. He's waiting for Lisa to make a move to do something with him. So it would have been too obvious. Versus if you just would have killed him from the turret.
Yeah.
Then it's a little bit like more blameless there. But like he's watching Lisa like a hawk the entire night. There's no way she could have gotten away with something.
True. He's just
but I love the way she did it. I mean, I was thinking about how I do it. I was like, that'd be tough to, but the fact that she pulled the ouch. It's like, well, you're going to, if like she's an older woman. Older woman's like in pain. You're going to be like, are you okay? You know what I mean? You're not going to be like, don't trick me, bleed. So it's like the fact that she,
bleed for the show.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I just thought it was brilliant. I was like, I didn't even think about that.
No, and her acting chops were kind of a 10 during it.
Amazing.
It was so good that I almost for a second thought it was really happening.
I know.
Like I literally, I bought it and I'm like, oh, she's actually like uncomfy right now.
It was really good. I was really impressed.
Very impressive. Well, they all sit down. And they're all having like kissy love bug talk. They're like, what an honor and privilege it's been to get to know all of you, blah, blah, blah. Well, Alan sits down and he goes, let me tell you a tale of the Black Dinner from 1440 in Scotland and the betrayal and da-da-da. Essentially, we find out.
Well, real quick, Candiace said to Lisa, are you feeling, successful tonight? Or something like that. And she's like, I am. And they were like, oh shit, we did it. Okay, we're good.
Yes. Candiace knew. Rob didn't know.
No, Rob's like, I don't want to know. He's like, I want to be blameless in this thing. So if someone corners me, I literally can't even lie.
Well, because he doesn't want to lie to his bestie.
No, it's because he's playing this so smart.
He doesn't want to lie to his bestie.
Okay. Agree to disagree.
So anyway, so then Alan lets everybody know, hey,
Right.
one of you has just been murdered in plain sight. I was thinking that's the moment where I would have the hardest time as a traitor to fake the shock in the midst of like a stressful situation.
Sure.
Like faking the like, oh my God, did I just get eliminated? I wouldn't know where to ride the line between acting kind of like calm and quiet or being like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Like,
Right.
I don't know what's the right choice. Like where
I think I think you'd be really good at this because you are good at reactions. So I think that you would have been probably very reactive in general. So I think as long as you keep an upper reaction going, I think I'm the one that struggles because I'm not a big reactive person. So if all of a sudden I'm like, no, don't tell me it's true, they'd be like, that's clearly a traitor and he killed everyone. You know what I mean? Like, I think you'd be much better at it.
I would just have to be like so on top of, I think though, when something happens that I don't like or something's going on, it's all over my face.
Sure.
So my problem would be having to keep my face in check and not go inward because I'm stressing out. Just keep acting like, oh my God, what? Oh my God, what? No, oh my God. Like start from day one, big reactions and like keep my face schooled. That would be so hard. Anyway, I was just thinking about that watching it.
I think the reaction would be a lot more sketchy with what comes next, which is the like you can get a potion situation. Because then it's like you're already so anxious and already stressed out from the fact that you already did it.
Yeah.
And you're like,
True.
And then they are exposing the fact that it happened. So now I'm nervous that people are looking. And then they might actually get something like the potion. You know what I mean? That's when the real stress is.
True. Poor Rinna. Rinna's like, I just pulled off the murder of a century. So basically, if you didn't watch it, Alan Cumming shows up, explains everything to them, and it says, but wait, we have 2 antidotes, 2 elixirs.
Yeah.
And they need to be chosen to be given to 2 people right now. And if they're given to the right person, that person will get saved from getting murdered. And what ensues is chaos at the table, which made me giggle because it went from like, oh my God, we're best friends to like punching each other across the table.
Dude, the 2 ladies going at it, it was pure panic.
Well, immediately everyone's pointing fingers, right?
Yeah.
So they're like, Steven, you cut the meat for us. And Steven's
you
like,
looked at me.
Steven's like, I was trying to be a gentleman.
Steven's so cute because he's like so sweet and he's such a
He is sweet.
not a part of the kind of game planning energy that like if he ever even gets looked at, he's like, I promise.
He's
and
like,
he never talks about logic. He just says like, I swear.
I swear
I am not. I promise I am not a traitor.
I mean, he's so obviously a faithful. I mean, not to Colton, clearly later in Colton's opinion. But so everyone's pointing the finger. Everyone's pointing the finger. Johnny even says Steven was the one who said to pick up the tarot card. And I'm like, oh no, Steven, he's out here cutting the meat. He's making conversation. He's touching the cards.
Nice.
He's just being a love bug. And they're like, it's him. He's the traitor. So the chaos ensues. And we see Kristen take a potion. And then we see Tara and Natalie going back and forth. And they both were like, I need the potion. No, I need the potion. Natalie just kind of grabs the potion and chugs it, which was a wild move. And I laughed later because when I was watching that Traitors official recap podcast, Boston Rob made a comment and he goes, that is such a gamer, survivor, Big Brother move because you're like, I got 5 seconds to decide this. I'm making a game time decision and I'm chugging the bottle.
Yes.
But ultimately her doing that leads to problems for her.
Correct.
Because people are very suspicious.
100%, which is not shocking.
Of course. So let's talk about that. But we do need to take another quick pause. So, I was grinding my teeth like you can't even believe during the roundtable. But what's new? Apparently, I constantly grind my teeth anyway, which has resulted in pain and teeth issues for yours truly. But it's not just me. 30% of Americans grind their teeth. And if you are part of that group, then your smile needs protection. And listen, years ago, a dentist told me that I needed a night guard for that. And I was like, great, how much? And he told me the price. I proceeded to fall over in the chair. And I'm like, I guess I'm not getting a night guard because that was expensive. But last year, I discovered Remy. And I am so grateful. Remy is the game changer, people. Okay.
Yes, Remy makes custom night guards that are clinically tested and FDA cleared to help protect your teeth from damage caused by grinding, help reduce jaw tension and facial muscle strain, and improve sleep quality as well. And the convenience is huge. You get the same professional quality and comfort you'd expect from a dentist-made night guard, but Remy costs about 80% less, and you don't have to spend time sitting in a dental office. Here's how it works. Remy sends an impression kit straight to your door, and you follow their step-by-step instruction to make your impressions at home and send it right back. And then Remy custom crafts and ships your night guard right to you.
Yeah, and once you get it, you just wear it while you sleep, and that peace of mind alone is worth it. Knowing you're protecting your teeth every night without changing your routine or adding stress feels like a really smart way to take care of future you. I love my Remy Night Guard. It is so comfortable. It's so lightweight. I don't even notice that it's in. Wow, though, I have noticed a huge difference since starting to wear that Remy custom night guard. Wow, I am so grateful. And again, the price, honey, 80% less. So talk about a deep breath. I cannot recommend Remy more. In fact, I tell everyone I know about Remy. I'm constantly recommending Remy. So if you've ever noticed jaw tightness, morning headaches, or been told you clench or grind, make this the year you protect your smile. Start the new year right and use code MOMDAD to get 50% off your first purchase of a new night guard. That's 50% off at shopremi.com/momdad with code MOMDAD. Thank you, Remy, for sponsoring this episode. So back to the Bloody Banquet. So Natalie has made herself a probable traitor target, which if she was a traitor, that would have been an emotional big move. It really would have been to all of a sudden just grab it to be like, go, like, no, you won't. And I'll say this. I wouldn't have been suspect of Natalie after that because that to me felt like too big of a swing to play as a traitor. Yeah. I'm like, man, that you could have just been a traitor and let the murder in plain sight go unnoticed and just, it's a bummer, but it is what it is. But to like grab the potion and chug it just felt like.
It was really panicky and not really like her. So it made me just feel like she just didn't want to leave and was like terrified at the idea of getting kicked out. So I wouldn't have thought that was super traitory. I was like, that would have been she was too nervous.
Yeah.
Like a traitor would have been more sly with it. True. Like, here's why I think I should have it. Not give it to me. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So a traitor would have maybe spoken up and been like, I need it.
Would have pitched themselves, but not.
Well, they don't give it to the right person because Alan, in one of the more dramatic things I've ever witnessed on the Traitor screen, declared that Jam Jam was murdered, and the guys who grabbed him and yanked him away was honestly
like the King's Court. It was such like a movie where like there's like. Then the traitor's there and they're like, no, I didn't do it. And then they're like, guards. And they grab him and they're dragging out while his feet are like, you know what I mean? Like the feet on the floor type move.
It was honestly kind of upsetting.
Like, it was Lisa. I'm telling you. It's like, it was, you know what I mean? It was literally a scene from the movie. He's screaming his accuser's name, basically, like as he's dead foot dragged out of the King's Court.
Literally, it was very wild to witness. But he said it's Lisa, but he says it's because Lisa kissed me on the cheek, which is so funny that he got the traitor right, but it wasn't because she kissed him on the cheek.
Yeah, she's like, right? What? Like, what are the chances?
So, of course, okay, I have to tell you though, Evan, I was kind of upset that they let that happen. That felt like...
It felt it created it kind of like the whole thing was like later Rob talked about it. It's like you're now kind of allowing people who are no longer in the game to speak.
again, it's like if someone gets banished and they're like, I'm a faithful, or let's just say when Lisa finally gets banished, if she would have been allowed to say like, well, I'll just let you all know there's a snake in the grass.
Yeah.
Like
or
that,
just
then,
keep an eye out for Rob, which is basically kind of what he did. You know what I mean? It's just like...
So I was kind of upset about that. I thought that was a poor choice on production standpoint because
maybe they
I
didn't
felt
think he was going to do that. You know, like maybe there's nothing he could. Maybe they didn't suspect him to scream out because he doesn't get anything from it. So they probably just were like, "Oh shit, we didn't know he was going to do that."
True, but you have to. But as a producer, you have to be prepared for anything to happen. And I just felt like that gave Lisa such like an unfair disadvantage that I would have loved to see this episode kind of continue and that roundtable happen without Jam Jam saying that. I think if Jam Jam wouldn't have said that, Lisa might have stayed in for another week or two.
Yeah.
I think people might have started to, either continue the Colton parade or go anti-Natalie, but I was bummed out that they allowed that. I just feel like it just changed the dynamic. But another thing that I was bummed out about is when Jam Jam said, Lisa kissed me. She kissed me on the cheek. That Lisa right away said, no, I didn't. She should have just said, I mean, yeah, I did. I was kissing everybody on the cheek, and I don't know. I did air kisses, and then I kissed a couple. I don't know. I just kissed him on the cheek. I'm not a traitor.
I agree. I completely agree.
Like the fact that she then right away said, I did not kiss him.
But
was
she's
like
kind of panicky that way. That's kind of what she does. She kind of does this panic move, and then she goes, no. And they like even at breakfasts and stuff, they're like, so what happened there? And she's like, nothing. I didn't do anything. Nothing happened at all. Zero. Nothing happened. And you're like, okay, Lisa, chill.
It bummed me out. I'm like, I wish she would have just ran with it.
Yeah.
Because if she would have said, I can almost guarantee you, if she would have said, yeah, I kissed him on the cheek, but I was kissing everybody on the cheek.
Yeah.
I know Candiace would have been there to catch that fly and been like, she did. She kissed me on the cheek too.
Yep.
Candiace would have had her back and been ready 100%. For that if she would have said, I did kiss him, but I was kissing numerous people.
You'd be like, I kissed a bunch of people. Like, what do you mean? Like, we were all kissing. We were all, saying hi to each other. Like, it wasn't even like a thing.
Bummed me out. But anywho, the next day at breakfast, it's uncomfortable because all the traitors show up together and they're sitting together for the first time in a minute since the betrayal was happening. And Lisa is like, you need to do more than sit back. It's like, I did all the work like women always do. You're just sitting back and you're coasting. And he's like, well, I'm just like super close with Colton. So it would just look really off. Like he's my best friend in the house. It would look really weird if all of a sudden I turned on him. And Candiace is like, our relationship needs to take priority. And Lisa basically says, hey, I did so much work last night. I need you two to have my back and step up today to try to like not have me have a pile on. And Candiace right away, being an amazing team player, is like, you're right. You did so much. I've got your back. And Rob's just kind of like, And in the ITMs, he says, Jam Jam signed Lisa's banishment and it would look bad if he tried to stick up for her now. So in that moment, Rob just decided to go full betrayal of Lisa. Like, now I'm just going to fully get rid of her.
It's interesting.
The betrayal.
Yeah, I mean, he just basically saw it as like, they're hunting and she stepped in a bear trap and messed her leg up. And so she's getting dragged. And it's like, we got to let her go. Like, I don't think it was this master plan. I think he just literally thought, I'm so insulated and so safe.
Yeah.
And being anywhere near this person who's getting smelled out, like, I gotta go.
No, I don't think that it was a master plan to get rid of Lisa. Yeah. But it's also just like
immediate betrayal. Like Candiace had like he had no loyalty. Candiace had loyalty. No. It's been having loyalty, trying to make it work. But you see, that can backfire because then now, you know what I mean? People can start going, what's going on with her? I don't know. I'm just saying.
No, I know. But the fact that it was like, okay, here's the thing. I would understand if Lisa's name is starting to get floated around and Rob's like, okay, like, I'm not going to speak up. I haven't been speaking up a lot, so I'm going to just keep playing my character of not talking. He went hard the other way. He literally was like, I'm going to start talking this week.
Yeah.
And all I'm going to say is that I'm going to plan Lisa's demise and get rid of her.
Yep.
Like it was, if I would be Lisa watching that back.
Once he made the turn, it was over.
I'd be fuming if I was Lisa watching it back. I'd be fuming. And of course, at freaking breakfast, Colton is starting his
Mad
aggravating,
looking at her like,
where he's just like, so, weird that Lisa actually even kissed you. She's like, you're like a dog with a bone, aren't you? And he's like, hey, I'm not dogging you.
Right.
Like, Jam was the one who said something. And then in ITMs, he's like, you know what? I need to kick back this week because, I have a lot of attention on me and I need to now chill because I don't want to. That lasted maybe 30 seconds before Colton Underwood began another campaign against the next person. I'm like, my guy, I don't even say my guy, chill out. Stop.
He really is like
it.
that, though. He gets obsessed.
Stop it. Stop making it all about you. You know what this
vibe.
is?
His vibe is very much everything's about him.
Everything is about you. Like you're not playing a game. You are just like, it's my life. It's my game. This is my money to win.
My TV show moment.
My TV show moment. It's my money to win or my money to lose. Anytime they get a traitor out, I did it. It's like, I'm pretty sure.
The end of this episode was actually pretty shocking this way. I was just he really truly is so self-absorbed. It's pretty wild.
After that roundtable, I know I'm jumping ahead, but after that roundtable, for him to be like,
just like another win for me, and it was like last time I checked, like you were originally kind of interested in her, but other than that, you did not. Rob got that all done.
I'm like, Rob got that one, not you.
Even if it was 50-50, it's like for you to just be like, I know, I'm brilliant.
Another traitor, and he goes, like, I went in being scared of the housewives, and look at me go, I'm getting rid of them. I'm like,
just like you are an ice skater, Johnny. I am a football player and you have to go all out to take out the bad. It's like, oh God, can you just stop it, dude?
By the way, imagine, okay, do you know this about Colton? Colton was technically, I guess, NFL.
Yeah, I think he was in camp for like a week.
No,
and then
he was in camp for like a year. He never played an actual game, and he was like an undrafted free agent.
And he talks about it. He's just a god.
He's looking at an Olympian saying, you know how it is. And I'm like, Johnny Weir is an Olympic skater. Okay. Multiple time Olympic skater.
The best 10 in the world.
What are you talking about?
Insane.
Don't even make eye contact with Johnny, sir.
Don't even look.
Okay? Don't even look at him. But anywho, so after breakfast, the groups are starting to kind of branch off a little bit. We have Johnny, who's starting kind of this idea that he's like, I think Natalie, Colton, and Lisa are on my list, but I think the last gamer after last night, she seems suspect. His logic is sound. It makes sense to me, even though it's wrong.
Yeah.
I get where he's coming from. And so now he's trying to kind of get a group together, but then Rob ends up becoming part of this conversation and goes full like, listen, anytime two people have two different stories, someone's lying. And why would Jam lie about her kissing him on the cheek? Which is
great
true.
Points, double great points. Great, get like worm in the brain to kind of get you thinking. Fantastic. See, the reason why Rob, I think, is the best player we've ever seen is because, Boston Rob would try too hard. So he would, from day one, he was very smart, but he's also like battling right away, causing a lot of stir, hated by some, loved by other. Hot Rob is like, played it so mellow. And now for the first time is just kind of like chirping in a little bit with some ideas. It's like,
I disagree with you. I think that he went way, way too heavy on this episode. He went from being low key to then like leading a charge. And I think the only reason that Hot Rob is getting away with this is because of simply that. He is Hot Rob. The pretty privilege dripping from that boy, and I'm going to bring it up in a second here with the mission, is like next level to me. I think if he would have been someone else trying to make those moves, people would have been like, what's his deal all of a sudden? Also, if he wasn't hot and he was quiet, people would be like, who's that weird guy in the manor? They're like, oh my God, he's so sexy and mysterious.
Sure.
And listen,
sure.
I fell for it. I fell for it too, everybody. We all fell for Hot Rob, but it's pretty privilege all over him. I'm telling you, you're seduced by it too. You're like best player ever. No,
I
it's
at
pretty
first
privilege.
wasn't into it, and now I'm into it. And again, I can see through the hotness. A lot of you guys can't. I can see through the hotness.
No, you can't. You didn't see.
Because I appreciate the hotness. I never tried to not like him. I'm not mystified by him as much. I'm mystified by certain people for sure. I'm not mystified by him. I actually just think he's using his looks and his quiet and his charm to manipulate. I will say what seems like a kind of weak faithful cast.
I
think it's a perfect storm.
But you can acknowledge that he wouldn't be able to get away with like 90% of this if he wasn't hot.
No. I'm not saying. I'm saying I'm not. Okay. I'm not bewitched.
Oh, you're not bewitched.
But they are.
Gotcha. Yeah. I think all of us were.
Okay.
I'm not anymore. I see you for who you are. But I did like that outfit at the banquet. Dang. Okay, so then we have the mission, which is the monumental race where they're finding this gold and carrying it up to the top of the mountain. But the people who earn the most gold get to then play for something called the Dagger. And the person who gets the Dagger gets 2 votes at the Roundtable. They could do it this week or they could do it in the next couple weeks, okay? Great. Loved
Very
this.
cool.
I think the Dagger is a really fun add-on.
Yep, I agree.
It's an interesting twist. It's going to be a massive game changer in this game. So, as this is happening, which, side note, these missions are not fair. I just want to say that. These missions are not fair because they're all physically based.
Right.
And you have Colton, Hot Rob, Steven, a couple of these like big athlete dudes who are able to crush these missions. And then you have some of these older women who can't get any of the gold. It's not fair. They need to have some of these games be like mind games, puzzles. There needs to be more.
It's a lot of physical.
Especially when you have something like the Dagger.
Yeah.
That people are going to have an advantage of.
Money, but even still, it's just a lot of physical, and you have people of all ages there, and it's a little weird.
Yes.
It's a little bit like, okay, so 67-year-old woman is going to be running up a hill like Rob and Colton is. It's always a little like there's 3 or 4 people who are just kind of sitting there while the guys run around.
It gets me mad. So like shields and something like the Dagger, it's not fair.
Agreed,
it's not given to.
Agreed.
Mad about it. But then we see a moment with Rob and Colton, which we must discuss, but we have to take another quick pause first. So, family, watching the Traitors always tickles my interior design fantasies. And speaking of, I feel like there's always that one room in your house that you want to love, but it just never quite comes together. That was us before we started buying furniture from Article, and now anytime we're updating a space or adding something new, Article is honestly the first place that we look. It's Article.com, baby. You know how much we love it. We've gotten so many pieces from them over the years. Our couch, a few accent chairs, our dining room table, those chairs, side tables, and every single one has become a staple in our home. The style is exactly what I love. Clean, modern, warm, timeless. These are pieces that actually make your space feel intentional. Oh, yes. I love it.
It's so good. And it's really the quality that stands out too. From the moment everything arrives, you can tell care went into it. The packaging is meticulous. The pieces feel substantial, and most of it comes mostly assembled, which I really, really appreciate too. The weight of the furniture, the smooth edges, the secure joints, it all feels solid, well crafted. We've had some of our Article pieces for a while now. They've held up incredibly well. No sagging, wobbling, nothing feels worn out. I also love how easy it is to design a space with Article. Their curated collections, mid-century modern, coastal, Scandinavian inspired, all mix and match seamlessly, so everything feels cohesive without having to overthink it.
They also make the whole experience really easy. Shipping has always been fast and affordable for us, and if you want a totally hands-off experience, they even offer professional assembly. And if you ever need help, Article's customer care team is available 7 days a week. Plus, they offer free interior design services, which is such a nice bonus. I also love knowing there's a 30-day satisfaction guarantee, so you can shop confidently and really make sure something works in your space. I'm telling you, You must go peruse on their website. You'll be drooling. It's stunning. All of their pieces, indoor, outdoor furniture, are gorgeous. So if you're ready to make your home feel more put together without the stress, here's the deal. Article is offering our listeners $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more. To claim, visit article.com/momdad and the discount will automatically be applied at checkout. That's article.com/momdad for $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more. Okay, so back to the mission. We see the Rob and Colton moment, and Rob's like, I want the dagger so bad, so there's not some dumbass who doesn't vote for Lisa. And I'm like,
he's going full
hot
in.
damn, Rob. It's not even like a... So you know what this showed me? This is what this showed me. This showed me that Colton and Rob have been commiserating for a lot longer than we've been seeing. They have not been showing it, but these two have been buddy,
big time.
where Rob is talking to Colton in a very different way than he talks to other people. He's talking to him in a very different way than he talks in the ITMs. He's like, some dumbass isn't going to vote for Lisa. And Colton is like, hey, I don't have enough goodwill right now. You got to make sure that you have Maura on your side. He's like, well, obviously I have Maura on my side. Colton's carrying his bag for him. Apparently they're besties. I'm telling you, I know you think the opposite of me, but I'm watching this going, well, I think Colton's a puppet master and he's been swaying Rob and pushing Rob this whole time into their best frienddom. But either way, one of them is puppet mastering, and we haven't been made aware of how close these two are. But they're trying to get to the end together.
Interesting. Okay.
You
think they made a secret pact that no one knows about?
Yeah.
Okay.
It seemed that way. When you saw them, their energy was so different than seeing anybody else on that show together.
And it was like it kind of happened overnight too. So they must have been cutting a bunch of stuff out, because it seemed like the next day they were just like, it's my best friend and let's, make a pact together. Let's work together. And we're like hugging each other. It just felt like, what?
They've been in cahoots this whole time.
Cahoots.
So they end up getting to wrapping it, and the players, some of the players who have less money are then, putting money into other people's pots to support them. Lisa gives Steven her money. Colton right away clocks it and goes, why is Lisa giving Steven her money? Obviously, Steven got called out at the Bloody Banquet with tarot cards. And I'm like, oh God, here he goes again.
Yeah,
here he goes again. The kiss of death, aka Colton.
Yes.
But then they have the top people with the top amounts of gold play for the dagger. Because Rob has the most gold, he's given an advantage. It's against Rob, Colton, Mark, Steven, Natalie, and Eric. And they're basically playing this poker-like card game. And Rob is guessing who has the dagger, who can put on the best poker face. Now, he's like, I'm a human lie detector, and I want everyone to go home right now or to go meet up with your partner right now and do what Rob did and do the baseline test and then ask any question you want.
Seriously, very smart. Now,
Rob doing that was crazy.
It was crazy. I was like, he's either kind of a super genius or we're dealing with production. Part of me felt like, have they just chosen him to be the golden child? And so they're kind of setting him up for success. Did everyone have a dagger? You know what I mean? Did everyone have a dagger and then he guessed it and they're like, oh my God, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know.
Then everyone would have known though. That would have been.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just some of these moments feel really like
they're stretching.
Is there something going on here? Because he's crushing it.
I know.
With no resistance.
Again, though, it's because he's hot fucking Rob.
Rob,
and
man.
you know
Must
what?
be
What did
nice.
he say at the beginning of this? He goes, all of my girlfriends have always said, I can't read you. I mean, he's a pretty boy wrapped in a fuck boy, wrapped in an enigma, wrapped in a problem, wrapped in a manly man with the snakes, wrapped in a, whatever. He's doing it all. So now he's also a human lie detector and he fully nails it. He calls out Natalie. He's right.
Mm-hmm.
And he decides to do the baseline for everybody. Literally, what's your name? What's your favorite color? I, by the way, would have just been like, I'm not answering.
Yeah.
I just would have been like, no. When he said, what's your name? I would have been like, no. Why are we
I know. Why are they playing
Why
to this?
are we playing Rob's game?
I know.
Why? Why does he get the power to look at somebody and they go, my name is this. My favorite color is this.
Sorry.
I don't have the dagger. I just would have been like, no.
Yeah.
No.
I thought Steven did a good job because he just looked at it and he started shaking his head.
But he also seemed really nervous.
So nervous. I think that's why he did it. It's because he goes, I'm going to make this look like I have it. You know what I mean? So like I'm just
I don't think there was any trickery involved. I think Steven is so pure of heart that he just was like about to vomit at any point during this
so
show
precious.
because he's so pure of heart.
He's so fresh.
Such a lovely, lovely man.
Big time. Very nice.
Lovely man. Well, this is another example of the pretty privilege I would like to discuss.
Yes.
So Rob makes a wild swing after he gets the dagger card from Natalie. The only people who know that he has the dagger are him and Natalie. So the other people in that crew, the Dagger 6, as Candiace referred to them, don't know who got the dagger, which is great, right? You're like, okay, that person gets to move around with a bit of mystery until they decide to use it at the round table. Well, Rob, they're getting out of the car and Rob goes, okay, listen, I trust all of you and I know I'm going to be a target now. So I want to say this. I have the dagger. Okay.
Yeah.
I have the dagger and I trust all of you. Okay. So maybe we can like move together with this. Evan, how did not one of these people look at Rob and go, why do you trust me?
Right.
Why would someone who's a faithful, who's scared of getting murdered, look at a group of 5 other people, not knowing if one of them is the traitor and say, by the way, I have the dagger? If the traitor's in that group, the person with the dagger is going to get murdered right away. The only way that someone can look at that group and go, hey, this is no benefit to me to tell you this, but I trust all of you. I have the dagger. If I was one of those people, I'd be like, Rob's the fucking traitor. Why would you do that? Especially because Rob's been so quiet. I'm like, why is he doing this? This doesn't make any sense. Why should he trust me?
Maybe it's because...
I'd be like, he's a traitor.
I agree with you, but maybe there was more conversations in that car that were basically a pact against Lisa. So it was like hey guys, I'm not going to tell anyone else I have this so that this can be my kind of like secret weapon because we're all in agreements we're taking Lisa out.
Even if they had that, him doing that was so unnecessary. And if
it was random, it did feel like, what?
If you are a faithful, why would you ever take that risk? Because by the way, if you look at percentages, if you look at percentages, one of those people is a traitor.
Yes.
So why would you look at that crew and be like, yeah, I'm scared I'm going to get murdered, but I trust all of you guys for no reason?
Yep.
Completely
agree.
I would have been like, he's a traitor.
Yeah,
we're done.
So sketchy.
That is so sketchy.
So sketchy.
So pretty hot Rob privilege.
Yeah, 1,000%.
They're all like, okay, sure, whatever you say, sexy Rob. Okay. Yes, Rob, we love you.
Yeah, he just decided, I speak, you listen. That's basically the rule he created.
We're so honored to be in the presence of such hotness.
Yes.
That's what it felt like.
They're eating out of the palm of his hand.
They're eating out of his hand.
It's pretty incredible. It's pretty amazing to watch how he's just able to do whatever he wants with no opposition at all.
The social experiment of it is like frying me.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's frying me.
It's insane.
It's burning my brain out.
Yeah.
But precious boy Steven immediately goes into the manor and is like, we made a pact.
Yeah. There's a secret pact, guys. Just so you know, I'm a part of a secret society. And they're like, what? He's like, yep. A very hot person told me not to say a word. I used to be the hot person, but now this guy came and he's kind of like the new, better version of me. So I listen to him because hot seniority. But I'm very excited to be a part of this group because up until this point, I'm feeling a little lonely. And so now I'm a part of a special group.
Oh,
so
my
you should know
God.
none of you are invited to my birthday party.
Oh,
It was very funny.
that
Like very
he's
cute.
a hot person. No, I have to say.
Yeah, it was very exciting. the hottest person here, put me on his team.
You know what, too? Let's be real. Rob and Maura at this point are kind of a package deal.
I know.
And she's one of the most beautiful people I've ever seen in my life. And so you're like two of the hottest people you've ever seen.
Yeah,
everyone just does whatever they want.
And usually this show, like, you know, a lot of these dating shows are about that, just being hot, right?
True.
It's like the Love Islands, Too Hot to Handles, Bachelors. It's all just about being hot. And it really does show when they have these shows that they're bringing more like normal people in, like normal as in like people from all walks of different reality TV shows, not just the dating ones.
Sure.
They're like just the hottest ones win more. It's literally like a life lesson to be like, why is it that if you're just a smoke, people just go, okay,
it's insane.
whatever you say.
You want to hear something funny?
It's truly insane.
You want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
So I heard Monet say that Maura
Yeah.
had never, ever even watched an episode of Traitors and literally came on.
I was just like, what's going on?
No idea, and just wanted to wear gorgeous outfits and be seen.
Yeah.
And so when
great.
she had that moment where she was in the car with Portia and she was like, I don't remember her saying that or whatever. It was like that. Monet was like, that's what Maura was like the whole time. He's like, she knew nothing
That's
of
why
the
you know
show.
she's a faithful, because they couldn't have entrusted her to be a traitor, because they're like, you don't even know what's going on.
I mean, that would be a smart move to go into the show day one, and even if you're an expert, say
Like,
I've never seen the show
seen it.
before,
Just gonna act
and
like,
then
whoa.
to play like you don't know.
Yeah.
And then so even if like whether you get faithful or traitor, if you get traitor, you're like, oh, no one suspects me
Right.
because I don't even know what's going on.
I'm just talk about your outfits and talk about the food and never talk, just be like, woo.
That just made me laugh so hard. The idea
That's
that she's
iconic.
never seen the show.
That's iconic.
Another insane moment was right before the roundtable, at least that I clocked, that stuck out to me, was Rob's talking to Steven, okay? Yeah. And he says if Lisa stays, he doesn't want Lisa to stay. Well, he says this in ITM. So he's talking to Steven, and then we see in ITMs, Rob says, if Lisa stays, he'll have to deal with getting chewed out again. And I'm like, nothing could be more typical guy than being like, oh, I betrayed her, but like, God, I'm going to have to hear her bitch at me for like an hour. Yeah. Like, you're betraying her, and you're like, dude,
you're more concerned about the
I don't want to have to hear her
out.
Yap at me for 30 minutes like she did
cheated
this
on my
morning.
girlfriend, and what I'm more concerned about is the fact that she's going to be annoying about it. That was his energy. That's hot guy energy too. Because it's like, oh, whatever, I'll just get a new girlfriend. Right? It had that energy to it. It's just like, okay, let's get another one.
How many girls do you think Hot Rob's dated?
Dated? Or slept with? Very different number. Dated 3. Slept with 500.
Millions. The number does not exist.
Yeah, it's like not even interesting to him. That's why he like just hangs out in the swamps. Yeah. And like has really great aim because he likes to throw rocks. Like he's that guy.
That's wild. I know.
Yeah.
I can't get over it now. I can't get over it.
It's insane.
So then we have the round table. Yes. Now, Lisa and Natalie both know that they're under the looking glass right now. They're under the looking glass. And Lisa, right off the gate, is like, oh, we never talked about this. I'm so sorry, family. So at one point before the mission, Natalie and Tara are having a conversation. And Natalie is explaining why, apologizing and explaining why she reacted the way she did with grabbing the anecdote. And the antidote. There's an anecdote and then there's an antidote. Correct. I'm talking about an antidote, not an anecdote. Okay. Yes. Anyway, Lisa then comes in and is like, yeah, what was that all about? Why did you do that, Natalie? And Natalie's like, well, when we killed one and then when we murdered, and she had a slip of the tongue.
Which has happened on the show, but Lisa took that as like, finally, maybe as something that can take off my like pressure.
Lisa's like, she literally thanks the Lord. And she's like something that I can use to direct. Now, this is something, even in this season, we've seen happen numerous times where slip of the tongue and they banish somebody and they've all been faithfuls. So this argument shouldn't hold up, but it is something for Lisa to go off of, I suppose. But she starts it out and she calls out Natalie, and Natalie is like, listen, we're all going to have mess ups. I can't prove it. But you're using this to get the heat off of you. Yeah. She fully direct calls it out. And that's then when it shifts from a small conversation about Natalie to Colton taking the reins before Rob, Colton walking so Rob could run to go against Lisa.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. But we do have to take one more quick pause, family. So you know who I love on the Traitors the most. It's Lala. Alan's dog. Love Lala. And it's officially the month of love. And let's be honest, the most consistent, unconditional love in our families absolutely comes from our dogs. These are the love bugs who sit next to me through 6 straight hours of reality television, and they never once asked me to change it. There's no judgment, okay? They just vibe with me. And if that's not soulmate behavior, I don't know what is. So if we're celebrating love this month, I really want to do it in a way that will actually make sense for our dear Ashley and Arthur, our dear sweet pups. And that is why we love Ollie. Oh my gosh, we love Ollie, and our dogs sure do too.
Oh yeah. Ollie is fresh dog food made from human-grade ingredients, crafted with culinary experts and backed by vet nutritionists. It's real food, and you can tell because dogs actually get excited about it, even the picky eaters. What I really appreciate is how personalized it is. Ollie builds a tailored meal plan based on your dog's age, weight, breed, and activity level, so you're not guessing portions. The meals arrive perfectly portioned in mess-free packaging, and they even include a scoop and a storage pup-tainer, which we love, which means no fridge smell, no extra hassle.
And let me tell you, the difference that we saw once Ashley and Arthur started eating Ollie was immediate, okay? These dogs, they've never done this ever. The first day that we gave them Ollie,
unbelievable.
They cleaned their bowls so fast, they started barking once the food was gone at us over their bowls because they wanted more Ollie.
We didn't know what was going on. We walked away and also we heard barking. And we're like, are they, what's going on? Or they see something outside? And Arthur is sitting by his bowl, and then I'm looking, I was like, there's Ashley too. And they just look both at us and they just got going, Rob.
They're barking over their bowls.
What are they doing? And we realized they just wanted more.
They've never acted that way with food ever.
Never.
And these dogs love food. They've never acted like Ollie is a whole different level. They are so obsessed. I've never seen them act that way.
We want it all. They're obsessed.
They want an endless amount. So they've been eating Ollie for a few months now, and also not only do they love the food, we're also seeing an absolute difference when it comes to their coats and their energy and just their overall well-being. It's really incredible. We're so grateful. I also love that Ollie's app gives you access to on-demand health screenings. So if you ever have a question or want peace of mind, you can tap real experts right from your phone. That level of care just makes such a difference. So if you're looking for a meaningful way to celebrate your number one Palantine this month, your dog, here's the deal. And this part is important, okay? Celebrate your number one Valentine, your greatest love, your dog. Head to ollie.com/momdad. Tell them all about your dog and use code MOMDAD to get 60% off your welcome kit when you subscribe today. Plus, they offer a happiness guarantee on the first box. So if you're not completely satisfied, you'll get your money back. That's ollie.com/momdad and enter code MOMDAD to get 60% off your first box. We love Ollie and so do our doggies.
Incredible.
The best. So back to the Roundtable, we have the 1-2 Colton Rob punch against Lisa. Colton begins the conversation by being like, hey, let's discuss Jam. Candiace stands up for Lisa.
Yeah.
I thought Candiace did an amazing job through this Roundtable to step in and support Lisa, but not overtly do it too much, because she also then had Dorinda, who was a housewife, who was standing up for her too. So then it almost made it seem like the housewives were sticking by each other.
I agree.
But Candiace was like, okay, let's be real. We can't assume or know that Jam Jam could possibly be wrong. Like he could have an indiscretion in this moment. Like we don't know. And Mora was killing me because Mora's like, no, I'm nearly sure you did kiss him because I was worried that you'd get your lip combo on my face.
Very funny, very Mora, very on brand for just the whole thing. It's perfect.
And then Dorinda, she's like, I'm sus of you, Mora, because she 100% air kissed you and she air kissed me. I'm like, so now Dorinda is out of nowhere suspect of Mora, which is so funny to me. But then Rob just, he holds court. And he's like, listen, we must remove emotion.
Logic.
What would Natalie do with such a spectacle? We as faithfuls were awarded nothing. The last thing Jam Jam said. We know nothing if you're a faithful, but what we do know is one faithful said something, and that one person we know is Jam Jam, and he said that Lisa is a traitor. And that's when Lisa was like, yeah, well, I air kissed him. She's like, just like I air kissed you. And again, that's when I'm screaming, like, why did Lisa just not say that she kissed him?
Yeah.
You kissed him. I don't know. I'm Lisa Rinna. I wasn't thinking in the way of a traitor. I was just enjoy. She'd be like, you know what? If she would have been like, do you know how many goddamn galas I go to? When I'm in an outfit like this, showing up to a banquet, I get into my zone.
Yes.
I'm literally kissing cheeks. I'm rubbing noses. I'm complimenting everybody. That's just what you do in my world. So yeah, I kissed him. I wasn't thinking about anything.
Mm-hmm.
Just go and roll that
that's
way.
That's just not her bag. Her bag is not this, like the defense game. Her bag is probably better with the attacking and the housewives energy. But when
you dare you don't even know her.
I'm just saying. No, I think she's fantastic. I'm just saying this is not her bag. And so whenever she gets cornered with like questions, it's nothing. We've seen it now multiple times. Where it's just like, no, I don't know, not me, or to put her foot in mouth all the way. And I think also there's a little bit of like Rob coming at her full tilt unabashedly probably took her a little bit by surprise, and she just wasn't ready for it.
Can you imagine how shocking that would have been? That you're like, okay, I know that he
just
threw me under the bus a little bit last time, but you now are like leading the charge against me. Like, what's going on?
Exactly.
Well, and Rob said what you said to her. He's like, well, I just find it interesting that when faced with something, you either say that it didn't happen or you don't remember.
Right.
And you keep saying that Lisa's always just like, well, I don't know. I don't know.
And he took advantage of that. He
took advantage of that. So Alan pops in and says, does the person who has the dagger wish to release the power of it? Raise your hand now. Rob does not use it this evening, so Rob has the power of the dagger, and I am so scared that he will use it against Candiace.
Yeah. Yep.
There's that. But then they get down to the vote, and most everyone's voting for Lisa at this point.
I think that just the blood's in the water, and everyone's like, you know what, she might be it. There's a couple of things that point to it, but also like easy win for us to just kind of. But
a lot of people went in thinking that they were going to vote for Natalie, and I think Rob, pretty hot Rob,
he convinced everyone.
Convinced them. Yes. You just watch them all fall like dominoes to whatever the will of Rob is.
Yeah.
Now Candiace.
Yeah.
They get to Candiace for her vote, and Candiace is like, I came in here thinking I was going to go vote for Natalie, and I feel unsure now. Now hearing Lisa's arguments, I'm processing, but I'm still unsure, so I'm going to do a throwaway vote. I vote for Rob. And I stood up and wahooed like you wouldn't believe, because is this a smart move for her to stay in as a traitor? No, I don't think so, because now people are like, what was that about? And they can use that. But what it was the most beautiful display of Bravo housewife pettiness.
Yeah.
Oh, bitch, you're going to come for me? I'm going to screw you over before you can even think of saying my name. Like Candiace just basically ended Rob. Like if she ends,
totally blameless. Yeah.
Rob's over. Like she basically sealed their fates together, being like, okay, watch this.
Yep.
Now you're attached to me. Our fates are sealed. I was obsessed. Was
really
it again? I just thought it was so delicious and hot, filled with pettiness. I
liked it because I felt like what it did was it signaled to everyone that I'm not under his spell, so that later on when her and Johnny talk, it's kind of this like the people that aren't under Rob's spell or under Colton's spell can kind of signal that as like, okay, we might have an ally here, because Johnny has a couple, friends that aren't super impressed by those guys, and I think that there's, not everyone's excited about those people. So I think that she signaled to them, hey, I'm on your team. I'm not on Team Rob, which then I think is the beginning of the division of the house, which will start next week.
I
think it was
agree.
stupid until I realized, oh yeah, there's other people in the house that aren't full Team Colton and Rob. So it kind of like, now I'm like, oh, okay, it's good because she's protecting herself now. She's kind of saying, I'm no longer with you. That's what I'm saying.
I think it was a wild move. I think it was a risky move, but I also think it was brilliant in its pettiness, where number one, she seals his fate with hers, where she's like, oh, the second that you start trying to come for me, honey, people, basically, if you get me cast out and they say Candiace is a traitor, and she gets banished and it's confirmed she is a traitor, people will be like, why at that round table did Candiace randomly vote for Rob?
Exactly.
And then the wheels start turning and it points back to him. So she screwed him over preemptively. And to your point too, she's now able to like join an anti-Rob club.
Exactly.
I mean, to me, it was like on the fly brilliance, because if I were her, I would have just gone with Natalie. Yeah. But her doing that was just like, oh, bitch, you think you can come against a housewife? We'll haunt your ass. We're going to haunt you for an eternity.
Couldn't agree more.
But Lisa gets banished.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, she had a cute exit speech. She didn't do any sort of like vindication.
No,
she was just like, I'm iconic. I'm legendary. Watch me model walk out. I'm the best traitor you've ever seen. It was cute.
It was great. I thought it was really classy and fun, and just like classic her. Not classy, I mean like classic her. Just like classic housewives, like, I'm out. Fun. It was fun.
And then I thought it was sweet in the ITMs where she was getting emotional.
Yeah, I liked how they voted her out, and then she was just like, I love you guys, and I had so much fun, and thanks for all this. And it's funny, she didn't have that desperation that certain other people have, but she just was like stoked to have been there, and I like that.
I think it was kind of an interesting insight into Rinna a little more. If you're a housewife viewer, you were like, maybe she's the type of person who's like actually doesn't take things as personally as it appears, and it's all for the camera, it's all for show, and maybe she's just like, I know what I'm good at, and I'm good at reality TV. Yeah,
I completely agree.
Something to think about. Well, Rob's pissed that Candiace wrote his name down. I am alive. And after the round table, Candiace is like, he's willing to betray people who helped him. Like, it's over. And I'm like, bury him, Candiace. Like, I am praying now. Can you imagine the sweet victory if she's able to
take
out Rob? Like, that would be epic.
It's going to be a tough battle, man. It's going to be a tough battle. He's got a lot of alliances, a lot of people under his spell.
I fear now because, see, this is why I'm saying I was so angry. Rob ruined it, because this trio of traitors, I believe, could have gotten to the end if they worked together. Because at least Candiace and Rob, people weren't suspecting them.
Yeah.
There were moments with Lisa, but if they would have done a good job of protecting Lisa, I think they could have stayed afloat, and I think the Traitors would have won this season, right? Especially too because you have a group of faithfuls who aren't maybe the best group of faithfuls we've ever seen. But now, because Rob did what he did, I just don't see, I think that him and Candiace will implode. And I think the Traitors will lose.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, because I guess if she goes at him full tilt, it'll feel so random, and so they'll both be suspected. So I think she's going to go down because of her. If she doesn't play this super smart, she's going to go down because all of a sudden she's attacking Rob for no reason. But then people are going to be like, "Why is she attacking Rob for no reason? This made no sense." I think they're both going to go down because of it. But I don't know. He might pull this one off. He's
the
slick.
only way that
know.
he pulls it off is just because everyone has a crush on him and he's able to just coast by. I don't know. Well, like we discussed earlier, what then ends up bubbling is that Colton's like, I'm bored. I was a little more low key for 24 hours. I need to make this about me again. And he grabs Johnny and pulls him aside and is like giving him like those athletic scenarios. And he was just like, it's Steven. And I'm like, dude.
Gosh, he just swings for everybody. And then like, of course you might hit a traitor.
That's the thing.
It's like you take out 5 faithfuls and 2 traitors. It doesn't mean that you're like brilliant. It just means that you're just trying to take out everybody. Yeah,
you're just playing the game like so aggressively and you've hit 1 or 2 people out of like the 7 swings you've taken.
It's not like
cool.
Crazy.
Just again, just percentage wise, it'll happen. But that's when Johnny's a little bit like, everyone loves Colton. He's handsome. He's charming. All this stuff, which by the way is confirmation. You and I were questioning. We're like, do they really like Colton or is this?
Yeah, no, they do.
They do. They love Colton. And so Johnny's like, I think Colton's a traitor. And I'm like, oh my God, yes, please. I would love.
He does act like a traitor. He does act like a passionate traitor who's trying to be all slick.
Yes. Yes. Well, Colton, he then mentions to Maura that Candiace protected Lisa.
Yes.
I'm like, no. If Colton is the one who goes, Evan, I'm going to tell you this right now. If I lose Lisa and Candiace because Colton went after them,
and then
he's never
paraded in the streets because he did it.
I may never watch this goddamn show again. I can't handle it. I refuse. I refuse. If he comes for Candiace and gets Candiace out before she can, maybe, okay. And then Rob says, what if the turret is full of housewives? I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So we have their conversation happening, but we also have Johnny talking to Candiace being like, I think it's Colton. And she's like, yes, yeah, I think maybe it might be in there. And I'm like, yes. We're left off with Candiace and Rob at the turret. And she says she's going to take the snake down. The only way that they can do this is if Candiace, okay, this is what I would do if I was Candiace.
Okay.
I'd get in the turret and I'd be like, here's the deal, Rob. I don't trust you at all anymore. Obviously, you just went for Lisa in cold blood because you said it would look weird if Colton, your bestie, if you went against Colton, your bestie. Well, I'm going to remove that drama for you by telling you tonight we're killing Colton. Colton's gone. The only way I can trust you is if Colton dies tonight.
That's really good.
Thank you.
You're so good at this.
Oh my God, that's so nice.
Gosh, that's good. Yeah, because you're like, that's an olive branch.
That's you giving me an olive branch that also evens our playing field, that you remove the factor that makes me not trust you anymore.
Smart lady.
And if you do not approve and allow me to murder Colton tonight, I will haunt your dreams, and I promise you I will take you down with me when you get rid of me. Like your ass is grass.
Yeah, like I'm taking you down with me is a good threat. Not I'm taking you out and I'm going to win this.
No, I'm taking you down. I'm taking you down with me. Yeah. Let it be known. If you don't let me off Colton, I'm not now worried about trying to cover up myself. I won't even try to cover up my own tracks. My whole goal will be to make sure that they know you're also a traitor. I'll literally pull somebody aside and I'll say, hey, just FYI, I know I'm getting banished tonight. I am a traitor, but Rob is too. Yeah. Like, I'm like, I will be like, you're out. So either you get rid of Colton or I'm taking you down with me. So that's what I would do if I was
Interesting. I love that.
Thank you.
Like, I absolutely think that's brilliant.
Thank you.
Wow, you're so smart.
That is so nice.
I love the way your brain thinks.
Wow.
Do
you want to take this off camera?
Wow. Traitors. Paywall.
You know what they say about the turret,
What?
right?
Whoa, babe. Don't say that. Is that what you...
Anyway, so, so I could see Candiace doing something like that for sure. Though.
Yeah.
I could see her being like, you need to get rid of Colton to prove this to me, or you need to do something to prove to me that I can trust you. Otherwise, like, you saw me put your name out there. You want to call my bluff again? I'll do it. I'll put myself in dire situations to make sure that they know that you're a traitor. So come on now.
Yep. Completely agree. Wow. Love that. Let's see what she does. We'll see if she's that smart as you.
Well, I know that Candiace is a much better traitor than I would be, but I have maybe one good idea. But I sure hope that she sticks around
I know.
and just takes Rob out.
He's on a roll, so we'll see.
I need her to either stick around and take Rob out, or for them to mend and to carry on together.
Okay.
I will forgive Rob if he gets rid of Colton and they can carry on together. I will forgive Rob if he does that.
Interesting. Okay. I want Rob to take it very far and then betray Colton. Kind of take... Because it makes sense for him to take
that
Colton
would be
a long
too.
way. It takes him, you know what I mean? Because he's so dedicated. It's like he needs to take Colton really far, and then last minute, like just have a total thing that happens where he's been planting all these evidences against him, and then just wreck him, and he did not see it coming. That's what I think's going to happen if he makes it.
I will also forgive him if he betrays Colton severely, and it's like something that's like in the final moment, he ends up being the traitor, and he pulls the rug out from Colton's feet, and Colton is like so distraught and upset by it. Then I will also forgive Rob for that.
I suspect this.
I'll forgive him for that.
I suspect this.
See, Rob, you've got options to get back in my good graces. I know you really care about what this 37-year-old woman's opinion is.
She is. Rob, don't say that about my wife, okay?
I know you do. Well, family, what an episode. I cannot wait for next week's episode. I'm actually like itching to see it.
Yeah,
so,
a lot of reactionary vibes are about to so I think people are starting to get really desperate, starting to get anxious. I think it's going to start popping off here too.
It's going to pop off. So tune in a week from today. Tune in next Wednesday to see our recap of episode 8.
Episode 8.
Episode 8.
Amazing.
Of Traitors. Tune in.
I'm excited.
Family. We love you so much. I think your father and I will be back in the same building for that.
Yes, we'll be back next week. I believe. And then I might be gone again.
We'll see.
You know, who knows?
Yeah, your dad's going to be
traveling around the world.
Literally around the world.
Yeah.
He's a busy bee these days, so we shall see. But
love you all.
We love you all so much.
We'll see you next week.
And we'll see you in a week.
Have a great weekend, guys. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.